Frank Vogel benched Russell Westbrook late in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left. And Russell Westbrook responded and he said, surprise, yes. I was disappointed I didn't go back in, but I'm more disappointed that we lost the damn game. Sure, I want to be able to be on the floor to help my teammates and be able to help our team win in games like that. But that was a decision that was made. Vogel came out and said he played the guys I thought were going to win the game. You're the Lakers fan here, Drew. How do you feel about Westbrook? I mean, you projected the Lakers to win 65 games this year. You were very high on Westbrook. Now that it's not working to how you thought it would work, I mean, what are your thoughts about him benching Westbrook? I mean, that's a pretty big drop off from where at least you thought things were going to go.
So what's your question exactly? Are you like, am I supposed to talk bad about the Lakers?
No, what's your thoughts on him benching Westbrook?
Okay, there we go.
And what's your thoughts on Frank Vogel? There's a lot of talk about him potentially being fired.
So I'll just go off Frank Vogel first, and then I'll get into Westbrook. I don't think it's fair to completely say this is Vogel's fault. Last year, the year before that, when you gave him the personnel, Vogel led a great defense, a great offense, a great team as a whole. Now we lose a bunch of pieces. We don't have our second best player in Anthony Davis, our best defender in Anthony Davis, and we are stuck in mediocrity right now. I'm not going to fully say this is on Vogel because we don't have the guys that we once had. And we see what happens when we have the guys that we are in competition for the best team in the Western Conference, best team in the league. We just won a championship. We're 2 years removed from that. I'm not looking at Vogel and saying that his job needs to be on the line. Me personally, at least. I know people are begging for it. Stephen A is consistently night in, night out saying that Vogel is on the hot seat. I'm not looking at Vogel and saying this is his fault. You got to look at the team as a whole, the personnel and how they're playing, and evaluate that first. There's a reason why the Lakers right now are stuck with the team that they're at right now. Because one, we're paying Russell Westbrook $40 million, and two, the extracurricular pieces on our team are not trade valuable right now.
Bro called them extracurricular.
That's just guys around them, role players. It's another word for role players.
Taylor Horn-Tucker?
Taylor Horn-Tucker's one of those. A reason he's not a trade-worthy guy. I'm just naming the role players on our squad. Vet minimum. Who a reason? No, but I'm saying the role players. I'm saying the role players.
He's so cooked.
Yeah, he is, man.
I told you that.
Cooked.
We told you that.
I wanted him to play good defense. So I was asking
why are you so confused when you find out about things we told you? We told you Ariza was cooked.
You want to pat in the back?
He was dealing with a bad back. He was 38. What did you think was going to happen?
He's 37. I mean, there's players that are 37 years old. He came in with a
bad back.
Yeah, I understand, and that's never a good look. Especially old bad backs are a recipe to play bad.
And look at him. He looks cooked. Like he's old, bro.
He does. He does. I'm not going to say it wrong.
He used to be a really good role player.
That being said,
for Houston,
to Russell Westbrook
and the Lakers,
and New Orleans.
Him benching Russell Westbrook was ill-advised, in my opinion. I do believe Russell Westbrook, regardless of the woes that he's having this year, one of the league leaders in turnovers, shooting horribly from the field, you need to keep him on the court. He is one of our better players, Russell Westbrook.
Oh, okay. He hit the side of the backboard again today against the Magic.
I sent it to you. You saw it?
I see it.
I sent it to you.
I see it.
Bro shot from the elbow.
Yo, the same spot.
Hit the top of the backboard. Oh my God.
Can I ask you a question?
This looks bad, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Let me finish. It's terrible.
Regardless of what he has shown you in the terrible moments that he has, regardless of that fact, Russell Westbrook's still one of our best players. Because who did he sit for? You had Stanley Johnson out there. You had to LeBron, obviously.
Hey,
Carmelo. You had Carmelo out there.
Don't knock Stanley. He's your best defender.
I'm not knocking Stanley. I'm just naming the guys that were on the court.
A good sign.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Stanley, man. Keep him.
THT was probably on that court.
Just the animal.
Austin Reeves was probably on that court. It's like I can't look at these guys and say that they should be in the game over Russell Westbrook when it matters most. When Russell Westbrook has I think active right now most clutch baskets in the league among active players.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. He might be.
That's surprising.
It is. But my point being is he's too essential to the team regardless. Whether he's playing good or bad, he's one of those guys that you just cannot take out of the lineup for what he's shown you in the past. Again, he's not playing well. What do you want me to lie to you? I'm not going to lie to you. He's not playing well.
He was 5 for 17.
Julius Randle went 1 for 9. You're rubbing it in my face. Enough. I've had enough of you. Russell has been bad.
He was
been
4
bad.
for 6 from 3 though in that game.
Regardless,
No, Russ was.
But again, he facilitates the basketball really well. He rebounds the ball really well. The defense and his efficiency are just not where we need it to be, which is why I would not be totally opposed to trading for John Wall. I really wouldn't be.
Wait, so you're at the point right now with Russell Westbrook that you trade him for John Wall.
A guy who hasn't played in like 2 years.
Yeah.
No, he's played last year, bro.
He did play last year, and he played well.
Yeah.
He played well.
What do you mean?
That's
do you
crazy.
Not remember?
I dead don't.
We do a
Wow.
weekly
He did play well.
podcast.
He did play well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not remember he played last year.
Hey, Westbrook
He
didn't
averaged
have
20,
that bad of
bro.
a game today. Westbrook didn't have that bad of a
playing
game.
the
So
Magic.
he just hit the side of the backboard, and y'all were jacking that. Let me hear a stat.
No, he
playing the
did hit the
Magic.
side of the
So,
back.
yeah,
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You're jacking
No,
that.
yeah,
but you're not
18,
telling me.
10, and 6 with 3 steals, but you're playing the Magic.
Okay.
You're playing the Orlando
Okay,
Magic.
I understand.
They're the worst team in the league.
Anything to build the players' morale is helpful, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm gonna keep it 100.
So
Matter
when
of fact, ask your question. Sorry.
when we beat Utah, there was no chatter.
It wasn't because the next night you lost.
I understand that, but it's a night in night out evaluation of Russell Westbrook's play.
The team looked great against.
So you
Utah.
want Vogel to stay? As
I
coach.
do want Vogel to stay.
Okay.
And listen, I would not be opposed if Russell stayed. We need Anthony Davis back before we can really
that's what
evaluate the squad.
I feel you. You kill my team, but I defend your team. That's crazy.
You know, aside from that
It's
dunk,
KD, bro. I hate
aside
him.
from that dunk in Utah, he went 5 for 15.
I know he didn't have a good game.
So it wasn't even like.
But he was a plus.
and
on
he
the
had
court.
10 points in the first.
But it's
half.
when we win, we don't. Russell Westbrook does not hear a damn thing. When we lose, it's all on Russ. Like
I mean, that's just playing with LeBron.
that's. I guess you could
Is
say
it
that.
not?
but
Like, it is.
No.
All right, but how about Russell got the blame in Houston? Russell got the blame in OKC.
Well,
true,
no,
that's
we give
true.
him a pass in Houston.
Not
because
to
he was hurt.
the level of
Your
what he's
last
getting now.
video, you just said that no one could be successful with Russell Westbrook.
I did say that,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
That's
the
my
level
point.
the level of scrutiny he's getting in LA versus what he got in Houston and OKC
That
and
is
Washington.
so false.
No, it's
In
not.
OKC,
Now,
they
Washington-
drilled you.
Bro,
Washington-
who to this degree?
In OKC,
No, they were going crazy right now. I ain't gonna lie.
No, in OKC they loved him. They actually did.
OKC, they adore
no.
him. Right now,
My point
he's getting
is,
cooked.
were they more disappointed in hindsight?
No,
with-
he was young in OKC. Everything when
in 2016. He was young.
Bro, that was he took a team with nobody to the playoffs.
And we're talking year after that. I'm talking 2016, the year
Oh,
they
you
were
talking
actually
about
going
with
to
Paul
compete.
George?
No. The year that they blew the 3-1 lead, where people say that Russell Westbrook was too ball dominant in that series, that he should have deferred to
You know what's
KD.
crazy?
That
some
wasn't
blame.
that though.
KD had blame,
played
too.
bad.
KD
He played
played
bad.
bad.
Game
He
six,
did.
game six,
Yeah, he did.
And 7.
Game 5 too. I think.
It
the
wasn't
last three
all.
games
It wasn't
he
all
played
on
bad.
Westbrook.
But they
Westbrook's a
blamed
scapegoat. Westbrook's a
Westbrook.
scapegoat.
No, it
Exactly.
was both. And plus, at that time, that got overshadowed by Katie going to Golden State.
It did, no doubt.
So right now,
There was no
bro,
overshadowing.
this is the highest level of scrutiny Russ has got in his career, and it's a Los Angeles Lakers trend. I'd say it's more of a LeBron trend though. Kevin Love just did a podcast with JJ Redick talking about the level of
The
scrutiny.
negativity LeBron gets
The-
is annoying.
No, it's not.
On this
It's
podcast-
just
on this
true.
podcast.
It's
I'm
just
saying,
true.
like, on this podcast,
Is he about to tell you what Kevin Love said?
Bro,
Listen.
Kevin,
Let me hear
I didn't hear what he said, but the title of the video is Kevin Love has an honest conversation about basically the slander players get when they play with LeBron, bro. Like Danny Green got death threats in the
was
bubble.
crazy.
That's true.
That was
Y'all
crazy.
won a
He won a
championship that
championship.
year. He got death threats.
He did. I remember
Like, come
that.
on.
I
All right,
remember
death
that.
threats, it should never happen.
I didn't mean to
He did
laugh
not play
too,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
I didn't mean
He
to laugh.
lapsed in
I remember that.
He
uncomfortable
was
things.
trending
It has
every
nothing to
other
do with
night.
anything.
What happened? What did y'all do with Kuzma?
Oh my gosh.
But Kuzma did not play good with us, and he
Kuzma
could have done what he's doing in Washington with us. He
No,
could have.
it's a different
yes,
role.
but he could
No,
have
it's a different
because
role.
we were giving him the ball. We were giving him the ball. He had the opportunity.
Yeah, but-
he did
Bro,
not.
his
was a third
efficiency.
Wait, do you actually watch Washington?
He was a
They
third
don't
option.
Really give him like he kind of gets it on his own. Like
Do you know
Also
the
buckets.
Do you know
he's
that
like a
as
fast
in,
break
like-
player.
And he
So
can
why
spot up.
can't he do that on LA? What's the
It's a
difference?
different role.
No. What's the difference? It's a fast break
like,
role,
Let me explain. His different.
think he's
his
more
role-
motivated.
When he was at LA, y'all.
and that's the problem.
No, it wasn't even motivated. Y'all propped him up to be something he wasn't.
he had a good rookie.
Y'all want
He
him to
had
be
two-
the third star, correct?
He had a
Y'all
good
want him to be
good
that
years,
third
though.
Listen
person.
to this.
But my point against that is we want him to be that third star, but now he's doing what he's
Because
doing
in Washington,
Listen
there
to
is no
this.
expectations.
Listen to this.
That's on him than it is
Listen
on.
to this. He's not a star. He never was. In Washington, he's not a star either. This year, he's shooting 45% from the field and 32% from three. Want to know what he shot in LA?
Around the same.
44% from the field and 36% from three. He was more efficient in LA. but y'all just thought he was a bum because whenever he has a bad game, the level of scrutiny is so intense when you play with LeBron.
That's a fact.
But he wasn't I told you this in the offseason. He wasn't trash last year. He was solid.
No, he wasn't that good.
He was hurt.
He wasn't that good.
He was solid for you guys.
He
was
plays
good.
defense. He's a really
Like,
good
bro,
defender.
He is a
It's-
really
it's
good. He
just-
turned into a really good rebounder
That's
too.
never been in question. His defense has been solid. His offense has been so inconsistent.
Russ, he's playing bad and he deserves criticism.
Yeah,
but this
sure.
is a roster construction issue as well.
I agree.
Your roster is horrible. You have the oldest team in the NBA. Before the offseason, you were counting on Trevor Ariza to be a lockdown guy.
I want him to be a good defender for us, yes.
Stanley Johnson is more of a lockdown guy than you.
And I'm
Stanley
thrilled.
Johnson's better
I'm
than
thrilled.
him.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled. Thank God. He's been awesome.
Russ is receiving this scrutiny because he's on the Lakers. If he got benched in the fourth quarter in Houston
Or in OKC.
in OKC, nobody would have made this a story, bro. This is only a story because it's happening with LeBron on the Lakers. There's always a new meme about LeBron looking at the stat sheet
was dumb
next to Russ and looking at his stats. It's an ongoing meme. The reason why Russ is getting so much scrutiny is because he's playing with LeBron. It's happened everywhere. Kyrie Irving got it with LeBron. Kevin Love got it with LeBron. Chris Bosh got it with LeBron.
Kyrie
Only
get
person
it?
I didn't get was probably D Wade.
No, did Kyrie get
Chris
it?
Bosh got it though. One player.
Kyrie
really
got
gets-
scrutinized?
Yes,
Oh,
he
yeah.
did.
Oh yeah.
Maybe 2017. Did you hear any disrespect on his name in 2016?
Cavs fans go as far as to
They
say,
just
not you.
violated him the other day.
Yeah, I know, but
That was all right. Listen, anyone that knows the game should understand what Kyrie did for them in
But I'm
2016.
saying, that's the screw. Like, he
Cavs
gets
fans go as
scrutinized.
far as to say, like, I argue with a LeBron stan. He goes as far as to say that they could have won without Kyrie. Like, that's
See, but here I am, the LeBron fan of the group, and I'm telling you that is
Well, of course,
ludicrous.
we know it's blasphemous, but when you play with LeBron, you get that level of scrutiny.
and he gets all the credit, and you really don't get much.
All this to say, there's nothing you can do about this, and Westbrook is going to finish the season with the Los Angeles Lakers.
And I'll
and
be
you're going
okay
to have
with
to
it.
figure it out. Like he said,
We are.
this is you guys. The moment LA was doomed was Game 6 when you lost to Phoenix. After that, you were doomed because then you started making dumb moves like going and trading damn near half your depth for Russell Westbrook. I don't know why you traded all those guys. I get it, they played bad, but you should have ran it back with that same roster last year. That wasn't a bad roster. That was a
That's
good
a championship
roster.
roster.
Yeah, like that was
roster,
at least a solid roster to do better than what this roster is doing. Now you got a bunch of old guys or young unproven guys or guys who the media hypes up to be this guy that isn't this guy. Yes, THT, I'm talking about you. And AD, who's half broken and can barely stay on the court. And now you got LeBron James being mad old in year 19, having to put up these amount of buckets for y'all to stay in games. He's not putting up 30 for y'all to win. He's putting up 30 for y'all to just stay in the game and just be competitive, bro. You just blew a lead to the Indiana Pacers.
Our
The
defense
Indiana Pacers, they're horrible.
Yeah.
Like, you just lost to the Kings. The Kings. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is a personnel issue, bro.
Then we
You
beat
guys aren't
Utah.
good.
It's like, that's
I don't
what
care
bothers
about
me.
beating Utah. I don't. I like really don't.
See, all right, I can't appreciate a thing like that.
Donovan Mitchell is never going to shoot like that again.
See, but
against
that
you guys.
I
I'm
can't
just be honest
appreciate
with
that
you.
because you minimize the good
No, 'cause
wins,
you
but then you
lost to the
maximize the
Kings.
bad ones.
Yeah,
And the Pacers
I
right after that.
understand.
twice.
We're an inconsistent team.
Bro, I
blew
can't
Lace
prop you up
twice.
for beating Utah and then you lose to the Kings and the Sacramento. I mean,
lost
the
to
Indiana
OKC
Pacers
twice this year.
after that. I can't
Bro,
do
the
it,
Clippers beat the
But then
Pacers.
you minimize what Russell Westbrook just did against the Magic because we're supposed to do that.
Bro,
He had 16
I'm just
points.
saying. I understand. I'm
What
not
am I
saying it's
minimizing?
amazing. But you said he had what?
10 rebounds.
18 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and he
Oh
shot
my
pretty
God.
efficiently for
That's
his
pretty,
standards.
That's like cool, good. He should be.
If he can do that, they'd be in more games.
See, here we
Hold
go.
on, hold
You're
on,
minimizing
hold on. No.
a decent performance.
Drew, he's an MVP. He's averaged a triple double.
He's a Hall of
a
Famer.
first
He's
ballot
not
Hall of
that
Famer.
anymore.
You don't
But he's
get
not that
but
anymore.
listen, you don't get praise for having 18-point games. We don't get praise for that anymore, bro. You're a solidified guy. You're supposed to be the star. I'm not gonna sit here and be hyped because you had 18 points and 10 rebounds. I don't care about
Against
10
the
rebounds.
Magic.
Yeah, I don't care about that, bro. I care about those performances against the Warriors. I care about those performances against the Nets. I care about those performances. He didn't have a great game against Utah, so I'm not gonna hype him up about that either. He had the nice little dunk of the year probably. That was cool, but what did he do after that? It's like he's a solidified first ballot Hall of Famer, bro. We're not gonna pop up those weak ass games against the Kings and the Pacers. Those games he stinks. He's getting benched. Like, what do you like? Come on, bro. Like, we can't keep doing that, bro. The team just isn't good, and Westbrook hasn't just been playing good. That is what it is. I don't know what they're gonna do. LeBron, I'm sorry. Like, this is the first time in my life that I feel bad for LeBron because he's playing phenomenal, and you guys are just wasting his time. Like, you're wasting his time. You're wasting his effort because he's putting up 30. And
He's
you
about to
guys
win a
aren't
scoring
winning, bro.
title, bro.
He's probably gonna win a scoring title. He can't even be in the MVP race because you guys are so bad. Like, it's really just you're wasting his time, bro. He wants to play with his son, and he really can't because he has to sit here and play with you guys. It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing, bro. Honestly, I don't know what you're gonna do at the deadline because you don't. Your vet minimums are garbage. And there's not going to be a lot of guys out there. You can't trade. You trade Westbrook for John Wall. It's not going to do much. I promise you, it's
You're
not.
right.
He's going to come in there. He can't shoot. What are you going to do?
right.
The spacing is horrible. That's another guy LeBron has to share the ball with. I don't know why you're doing
His
that.
mid range is better than
Yeah,
Russ.
I'm sure it is. Then you're gonna go get him. Like, it doesn't.
All right, you don't have to talk crazy to me. You don't have to talk crazy
I'm sorry,
to me.
but it's just like
Come
it doesn't
on.
make sense. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you're gonna trade THT for what? What are you gonna do? Trade him for Jeremy Grant? All right,
I would
that's
love
cool.
that. I would love
yeah,
that.
you're not gonna get him. They're not
Be
gonna sit there.
nice.
They're not giving you Jeremy
You're being
Grant.
mean.
They're not
Be
giving you
nice.
Jeremy
You're
Grant
being
for
mean.
THT, bro. There's nothing in that. There's no value in that trade for them. There's no value. You're gonna give him a
Nah, as long-
2027.
as long as they wanna go
2027.
They wanna
don't
go
care
young?
about that. Like, there's no young
Younger?
THT. I
How old
swear
is
to God,
THT?
it doesn't matter.
He's like
There's
20,
no value
21,
there. There's no.
Nah, he is
So he
young.
fits their timeline.
What timeline?
That's the only reason why I think it would be logical because they're all
bro.
young on that team.
It's just.
And
It's
he
just
ain't worse than Killian
And
Hayes,
by
though.
your guys' logic, THT will leave us. There won't be pressure on his shoulders, and he'll play well in Detroit.
No, yeah, he will.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
There you
he
go.
probably
There
will.
you go.
There's better
He'll probably
offers
get
than
bucks.
THT out there for Jeremy Grant.
Probably.
And Jeremy Grant has came out and said he's looking for the same role he has. So good luck with that.
I'm sure we'll give him the ball.
Yeah, good luck. No, what?
We'll give him the ball.
All right, yeah, good luck with that. Okay.
He's gonna be third behind AD
So,
and
so,
LeBron.
so after the deadline, your dream Lakers scenario team is John Wall, Jeremy Grant, LeBron, and AD.
No.
What's your dream? That's the best team you got. That's the
Yeah,
best
that's a
a
substantially
one.
better team than what they got now.
I guess that would be my dream situation. I mean, I just want to see Russ be successful ultimately because I'm tired of hearing this disrespect that he's getting. I need, by a miracle of God, I need it to happen. I hate sitting here and just having to eat this because I have no choice.
Maybe after the All-Star break, you never know.
40 games in.
After the All-Star
We're
break.
40 games
After
in.
the All-Star
What
break.
do you think it's gonna
After
change?
the All-Star break.
AD.
Westbrook isn't a good playoff performer. So what do you think is gonna? You think this is gonna get better?
I'm with you on that.
I just
though.
need him to change his role.
Like, this
I don't
isn't
know.
gonna get
I
better.
don't know, bro. What do you want me to say? I
Yo,
really
John
don't
came
know.
up here and said he had to be the Bruce Brown. That is like no, not you.
No. To be honest with you, that's not that far off.
No,
He
they
has
said
no
that he
touch
needs
on his
to.
floaters. He can't.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's
what
not
John
gonna
was
work.
saying.
And
though.
his inside game is very inconsistent.
I just feel like you guys made a dumb sided move just to pack star power together, and
It
it's
was-
like
it was
I wish
so
we had
dumb.
KCP still because
And,
we have
and
no
then,
defense.
and then they're trying to use Frank Vogel as a scapegoat. That's
It's not his
That
fault.
is crazy. To
And-
blame
and
Frank
that's
Vogel is
absolutely nuts.
very.
You know what it is to blame him for the lineups. He's trying out lineups
Genie-
because he's
it's
trying to
LeBron-
figure
Genie
out what
busting
works and
LeBron.
what doesn't
Huh?
work.
Genie Bus, LeBron, and Pelinka put that all together. LeBron okayed every single one of those
Yeah,
things.
LeBron's the worst GM than MJ, bro.
Bro, LeBron came out this season and said, "Don't hate on my team. We're gonna crush expectations." Like, he said that.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
Forget
thought
that
it was.
LeBron's 3-0 in the All Star game. Drafted every single one of those teams.
It's easy to do that. You're drafting stars.
Really?
You
Yeah,
superstar
can't miss.
talent.
You dead can't miss.
I mean, he's 3-0.
Good.
Steph lost. Giannis lost. KD lost.
Steph
It's
is
an
the number
all-star
one seed in the
game. What
West.
are we doing?
Uh-huh.
It's an all-star
Steph
game.
is the top 2 seed in the West, bro. He has nothing to worry about with you bottom feeders. He's not worried about you.
Don't lose to
He's not
us.
worried- Don't
lose to us.
lose.
Don't lose to us.
You need to get in.
Y'all aren't in a matchup for. That's
You're
not a
not
good
even.
matchup
You're,
for y'all.
you're just struggling to stay in right now.
We're in right now.
You're in a play-in.
All right, that was you guys last year, and what happened?
Are you serious?
I'm just saying,
He didn't.
it
He
could
didn't have
happen.
AD.
It
If
could
he had
happen.
AD, he wouldn't be in the situation he was in last year. I
Who?
promise
Say
you.
it
that.
one more time?
If he didn't have Anthony Davis, if he had him, he wouldn't be in the situation he was last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Because LeBron
Yeah.
wasn't the one that beat y'all, put y'all to bed last year.
Talk about with that weak ass
Weak
3-point
ass.
shot.
Weak ass.
You know what's
can't
like?
see.
You
Bro
know
was seeing 3 rims.
I can't
you
see.
serious?
He was seeing 3 rims.
You think okay? So this year's Lakers are they better than last year's Warriors?
No. Oh wait, last year's Warriors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
And you know you're a playing team right now, right?
Uh huh.
Oh, okay.
And y'all didn't make it to the playoffs.
You think okay?
You remember that?
You got to get into
Lost to the
it.
Grizzlies.
Yeah, it's a good game. Great game, actually. Phenomenal.
I'm
game.
just saying, man.